Resources Minister.
Heather Duplessis-Allen.
Fire and Emergency is looking at cutting jobs as it tries to save apparently $50 million a year. Now, a consultation document is going to be sent to the staff next week and final decisions will be made just before Christmas. The Fire and Emergency says no call takers and no firefighters are going to lose their jobs. Wattie Watson is National Secretary for the union, the Professional Firefighters Union, with us now. Hey, Wattie.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. So they might not cut firefighters, but are you worried they're not going to add new recruits?
Yeah, well, they are shimmering around this. So a part of the outcome of the 2022 settlement of our collective agreement was a working party to look at the ratios of the number of firefighters needed to ensure trucks aren't going offline and stations aren't closing just for shifts, just due to the pure fact that we don't have enough firefighters. We haven't really increased firefighter numbers much at all since the 1990s, and there's a whole lot of pressures on firefighters, including training, secondments, their leave, of course, and injuries, etc., which means the ratio needs to change. That work was done. FENZ's own documents and work that they wanted, they came up with a number of 252, I think it was. There was a number that they came up with additional firefighters. And then that just seemed to stall. We've always been really clear that that number would be dependent on what is actually happening in the districts, etc. It might not be consistent throughout. Some districts might not need additional firefighters, but that we actually have to do that work and implement where it is absolutely needed. They just won't give us an answer. They've cancelled a recruit course in January next year. They're claiming that's because we're over-establishment, which is just rubbish. What was happening was, for example, Auckland was in desperate need of the additional firefighters. Their management worked with the union to implement a relief roster and recruited in for that roster to keep the stations open. And FENZ is now claiming that's only temporary and that wasn't done with approval. So we've got some real worries there. The recruit course that was being cancelled next year in January, that actually impacts on the normal recruiting, not just if there was going to be any additional firefighters. So I think firefighter numbers will be affected. I don't think firefighters in their job right now will lose their jobs.
Yeah, but it'll become a whole lot harder.
Yeah.
Wattie, thank you for running us through that. It's Wattie Watson, Professional Firefighters Union National Secretary.